Hello all, good evening, and we welcome you to another match in the TSL, the Super League, being played at the Fatima Cricket Ground. And this is your commentator Shaleen Gupta welcoming all the viewers and spectators once again for another wonderful match in this tournament. And you've got two wonderful teams locking horns today. The CFF Fireflies are up against the Phantoms, and the news from the centre is that the Phantoms are batting first. CFF are bowling first. Ganesh starting his first over. That's a good start. Coming to bowl his next delivery. That's a good start by Ganesh, the opening bowler from the CFF Fireflies. They won the toss today and they've elected to field first. So Phantoms opener Ganesh and Deepak starting off the proceedings. Ganesh, as usual, with the new ball, starts off really well. This guy is a consistent bowler, especially when it comes to the line that he bowls. Normally bowls within the stumps or around the off stump. Coming to bowl his next delivery. Oh, and that's the inside edge going towards the fine leg boundary. First runs on the board for Ganesh. Not the way he would have liked to, but that's the way he's getting those runs. He's opened his account with a boundary. Coming to bowl his next delivery, Ganesh. He's bowled well. Unfortunately, the previous one went to the boundary because of the inside edge. Oh, and this time he's lost the line. So that should be a wide down the leg side, and the umpire stretches his arms. Another run added to the tally. So many times we've seen a bowler bowling really nice deliveries and tries something different and gives an extra run, and that is a delivery that he'll have to bowl again. So double whammy for the bowling team if there's an extra like a wide or a no ball. The run also gets counted and you have to bowl that again. That's a good delivery. No chance for that. Even not appealing for an LBW. That's the right call by Ganesh. That's a good start by the pacer. To bowl his next delivery, the last of this over. Oh, he's played that nicely in the air, clears the extra cover easily for a couple. 2 runs taken on the last delivery to end the over. That was a good shot played by Ganesh. 7 without loss after the end of first over. We'll take a quick break and be back soon. Stay tuned. It's Ankit who's sharing the new ball with Ganesh. Coming to bowl his first delivery on strike is Deepak. That's a good start by Ankit. Such a wonderful bowler, this guy. Bowled a wonderful spell in their previous game, the CFF Fireflies. Got a really good bowling attack. Ankit being the mainstay of that attack, along with Ganesh, who's the more experienced bowler, but Ankit is really impactful and effective. We've seen that in the previous match. So it's a very good addition to the side. Another good delivery. He's getting a lot of swing. Good piece of bowling by Lanky, tall pace bowler. And the channel has been brilliant, just around the off stump and swinging it away from the right hander. Probably they've taken a gully instead of the slip. I think they should have kept a slip. Oh, and such a wonderful delivery this time. Very close to the off stump. Ankit is on fire right from his first over. 3 deliveries, all 3 quality ones. Coming to bowl this next delivery. That's a good one again this time. The wicketkeeper has missed that. But no run taken. So 4 dot deliveries. What a start by Ankit. This is just his first over. Oh, and that's a peach of a delivery. Wow. Absolutely amazing piece of bowling. What a delivery. He had no idea about that. Deepak, very lucky to have not lost his wicket on that wonderful delivery. Oh, and a similar delivery. He's missed that again. What a wonderful start to his spell. Maiden to start with, but the last 2 deliveries were absolutely amazing. That's the end of the second over. 7 without loss. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. Ganesh coming to bowl his next delivery on strike is Ganesh. This is a 3rd over. That's a good start by Ganesh again. So both the bowlers swing the ball really nicely. That should be a wide. That was way outside the wide mark. Swinging quite a lot, more than his liking. An extra run added to the tally. That's a good shot. Could get a boundary here. The fielder is trying to chase that, but the ball will win the race. That's a very good shot. That was a very good shot, and the second boundary for Ganesh. This time towards the onside. In the air. Oh, and what has he done? That's gone to the boundary. Oh, that's a drop catch it seems. And that's a boundary. It was a good delivery by Ganesh, but eventually a boundary. And he was very close to the point field. I don't know whether he didn't see that or probably in the lights. It wasn't visible. Whatever it was, eventually Ganesh gets another boundary. This was his third. Good delivery, good comeback. Just a dot this time. He's trying to play it towards the offside, but that was a good pacey delivery. Good delivery. Just a dot again. He's played it straight to the fielder at short third. What a shot that is. Wonderfully played for a boundary. Impactful hit. That was pitched up and he's played that straight down the ground. No chance for the fielder at long off. And that's the end of his second over. He's been expensive. 20 for no loss after 3 overs. So this over was slightly expensive. So it's Ankit who's coming into bowl his second over. The first that he bowled was a maiden. Absolutely amazing start by him. And on strike is Deepak again, who played all 6 deliveries of Ankit's first over. And that's a good one that he's played on the first delivery of second. Chance of a run out! Oh, and that would have gone if that would have hit. A single taken. So he's off the mark. Deepak would be a sigh of relief for him as well. That's a good shot towards the onside. Could be a boundary again. Similar shot. Just like previous over. He gets a boundary. Ganesh is on fire. He's just dealing in boundaries at the moment. This is his 4th boundary. Probably 5th boundary if I'm not mistaken. Just played nicely towards the onside for a boundary again. Deep square leg was not there, so that area was open. Good delivery. That's a good delivery. What a bouncer that was. He saw him coming down the wicket. Did well to shorten the length brilliantly. That's a good delivery again. Trying to take the quick single and they take the single nicely. Good piece of batting here by Ganesh specifically. And he's raced to 23 of just 16 deliveries. Deepak on the other hand taking his time at the other end. Oh, what a delivery, brilliant. That's the end of the over. 26 for no loss. After 4 overs, we'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. In the air, this could be a catch. Oh, and he's dropped it. That was a good attempt, but Ganesh almost got his first wicket and the breakthrough for the team. That was played high in the air. That's a good shot. This could be a boundary. Pitched up and absolutely brilliant batting this by Deepak this time. His first boundary. Played it right over the bowler's head for a boundary. No chance for the long mid-off fielder as well. So wonderful start by the Phantoms here. Good delivery. Just a dot this time. Played it straight to the fielder at cover point. What a shot that is. Should be a boundary. Absolutely brilliant batting again. They're on fire, these two. And Deepak now coming into the act. This is his second boundary in this over. Ganesh really expensive. This is his third over. He's already given 29. He needs to get his act together very quickly. Doesn't have too much time. Oh, that's a good comeback. Just a dot this time. Bowling the right line, very close to the off stump, and Deepak missed that completely. That should be a wide down the leg side. Good shot in the gap, and will that be a boundary? There's a fielder out there, just a single. The sweeper does well. It's a very good piece of batting by both these players. Deepak also in double figures now. Ganesh 24 of 17. a good one. Ankur starting off his first over, starts off with a slightly short of length delivery, but that's a dot. That's what matters. So Ankur being introduced into the attack after some really solid batting by Deepak and Ganesh. That's a good delivery. Good delivery. Another good delivery. Ankur has started off so well. 4 good deliveries on a trot and all 4 dots. So it's a good comeback. The run rate already are above 6.5 runs per over. That's a good delivery. Wow, very close to the off stump and the edge as well. Brilliant bowling by Ankur, and he's been so consistent with the line in this over. The first delivery was slightly short of length, but the length and line both after that has been impeccable. Deepak Kane playing all the 5 deliveries and not scoring a run in this over as well, and this is the 6th one, so they take a single on the last delivery. It was a very close call, but eventually a single. Just one of that over, wonderfully bowled by Ankur. His first over ends up in only 1 run, 38 for no loss after 6. We'll take a quick break, stay tuned. So Ramesh being introduced into the attack. starts off with a single. That's a good delivery, and Ramesh bowls a good one. But they've taken a quick single. That's a good piece of running between the wickets. Good delivery. He's played it nicely towards the deep point for a single. Probably sweeper. There was a sweeper, so just a single. Ramesh starts off nicely in his first over. That's a full toss. He's played it nicely. There's a fielder out there. Just a single. And he missed the trick here probably. He would be thinking for sure that could have been sent out of the park. And Deepak is in such form at the moment. Ganesh is in such form. I beg your pardon there. That should have been more runs. Deepak back on strike. Oh, and he's picked that up brilliantly. And the fielder does really well. They've come back for the second. This is good piece of batting by Deepak. Picking the right gap and getting a couple here. Good delivery by Ramesh, and he stopped it nicely. That's the end of the first over of Ramesh's spell. 44 without loss after 7 overs. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. Ankur coming to bowl his second over. That's a good start by him, and a single taken easily by Ganesh. He punches it towards the long on, straight down the ground. The long on fielder stops it. Ankur bowling a very good spell till now. This is his second over. Has given away only 2 runs in the first over. Oh, and what a delivery. Wow. Just have a look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Just a single, very close to the fielder. Long on, but no chance of a catch. So a good shot by Ganesh. Deepak back on strike. Oh, and that could be a big one. That's a huge 6. Wow. What a shot that is. And Deepak coming into the act, hitting the first 6 of this match. Big 6 over and above the long on. The fielder just a spectator there. Extremely wonderful hit by Deepak. That's a good shot. Quick single taken. Oh, and that's a good delivery, but they'll take a single to end the over. 55 without loss after 8 overs. Ankur bowled his second, expensive one. 11 of that because of the 6 that was hit by Deepak. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. Ramesh coming to bowl his second over. That's a good start. Missed that completely. Ganesh on that occasion trying to cut that. That's a good delivery. He's played that nicely to chance of a run out here. And he's coming back for the second as well. Another chance of a run out. Another miss. So 2 runs taken. Coming to bowl his next delivery. That's a full toss this time. He's played that brilliantly. But there's a fielder out there. He'll just be a spectator though. Big 6 again. Ganesh on fire now. He hits his first 6. Wow, what a shot that was. Big 6 towards the deep mid wicket. No chance for the fielder. 63 without loss, and they've started hitting some big hits in the last 2-3 overs. Poor delivery by Ramesh, offering the full toss. Ganesh accepting it gleefully with both hands open. Coming into bowler's next delivery. Oh, and this time wide down the leg side, so definitely under pressure the bowler. Coming to bowler's next delivery. Good delivery. He's played it nicely. No single, just a dot. Good comeback by Ramesh. Good delivery again. He's missed that again, so another dot. This is the last delivery of his second over. Oh, and that's a good one. They've taken a quick single as well. Nicely played. Will they come back for the second? It seems no, and that's probably the end of the over. Yeah, 9 over 65 without any loss. What a start by the Phantom. Opening pair of Deepak and Ganesh. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. This is the 10th over of the first innings. Hitesh being introduced into the attack. Left arm pacer. Starts off nicely. That's a good shot by Ganesh. Should just be a single. There's a fielder out there at sweeper. Does well. That's a good shot towards backward square leg. Could be a boundary. And there's nobody stopping that. So this will be a boundary for sure. Deepak playing really well after that muted start. He's raised to 27 of 27 deliveries. Oh, and he's missed that. And the keeper also misses that. Should be a boundary. It's a good stop by the fielder at fine leg. Oh, and what a shot that is. Huge six. Right from when it hit the bat. Oh, that's a big one. Even the cameraman has lost that. Big six by Ganesh. He's on fire today. Such is his prowess. Can hit any ball to any part of the ground. What a shot that was. Immense power of the bottom hand. In the air. Is there going to be a catch? He's dropped it. Oh, Hitesh. What have you done? That was a difficult one, but should have gone for that. And he did go for that. Did reach there as well, but eventually dropped the catch. Could have been a much awaited wicket that they wanted. Ganesh gets a let off. He's on 46 now. He's trying to reach his 50 by hitting a big one. Oh, and that's a good delivery by Hitesh. As the end of the 10th over, drinks being called for 78 without the loss of any wicket. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back after the drinks break. Stay tuned, viewers. And we're back live. Apologies for slight disconnect because of the technical glitch that we were facing, but we're back, and in the meanwhile Ganesh has reached his 50 in style. It's Weber who's bowling the 13th over, 97 without loss. A lot of boundaries being scored in the last 5-6 overs, and that's the reason why their run rate has just climbed up to almost 8 runs an over. That's a good delivery by Weber. He's just making it difficult for the batsman with the line and the length that he's bowling. Absolutely impeccable. Third dot delivery. So Deepak doing really well, but then he's played a lot of dot deliveries, to be honest. Needs to check that box whenever he finds time to analyze his batting once the match is over. He's been a wonderful support to Ganesh, who's been absolutely brilliant. 53 of 36. Just look at the strike rate, above 150. What else would you want? And they haven't lost a wicket. That's what the most important thing about this partnership has been. 98 without loss in the 13th over is an absolutely brilliant start. Oh, and that's a good delivery. He was trying to shimmy down the track, but Weber read him really well, and that's the end of a good over by Weber. Just 5 of that. It's 98 without the loss of a wicket in 13 overs. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. Ankit coming to bowl his third over. He's being introduced into his second spell. That's such a wonderful shot by Deepak. The fielder does well. Ganesh had long off. Allows only a single to be taken, but that was such a nice shot. Short delivery is pulled that nicely. Ganesh should just be a single though. That's the 100 up as well with that single. So what a start by the opening pair from Team Phantoms. Playing like real phantoms at the moment. That's a good delivery. Ankit has been absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately, he's not got a wicket till now in this match. His bowling has been extremely disciplined and on target. Coming to bowl is next. Another good delivery, a short one. Putting the bouncers really nicely, this guy, and utilizing his shoulder to perfection. Oh, and that's a miss hit, but will that be caught in the air? He's dropped it. Another drop catch, and unfortunately for the fielders, the catches that they've got have not been the ones that are relatively easy ones. All of them have been really high skiers, and all of them have been dropped, unfortunately. So another let off for the batsman here. Deepak this time getting the let off. Ganesh already has got a let off earlier. Oh, and that's a short delivery. He's pulled that brilliantly. This should be a boundary. He was ready for that. What a batting performance this has been by Ganesh. Finishing the over in style. 7 of the over, and he was prepared for that. He's such a wonderful batsman. Even Ankit could not do much about that. That was a deliberate bouncer, but negotiated brilliantly by the opener. $105 for no loss after 14. We'll take a quick break. Last 6 overs remaining. Stay tuned. It's a good start by Deepak to Vaibhav's third over. Should just be... Oh, he's coming back for the second as well. That is very high quality running. Good piece of backing up by Deepak and Ganesh. And Ganesh pushed him for the second as he was running towards the danger end. Some good delivery, played it straight to the fielder. Chance of a run out. Oh, but he's completed a single nicely. They're really quick runners between the wickets, both of them. That's a good shot. Should be a boundary. Oh, and the fielder does brilliantly. They've come back for the second, but what a stop. Oh, and that is a very close one. Is that a run out? The umpire says no. That was such a wonderful piece of fielding by fielder at the cow corner. Comes down the track. Should just be a single. The long off does well. It's been a wonderful partnership. 111 without loss. This is the 15th over, and what a start to their campaign in the TSL. The Phantoms till now, this is their first match and they've done extremely well as a unit. Pulled that nicely towards the onside, just a single again. And they're always ready for the second run. That's what makes them so dangerous, this pair. Ganesh 61 of 41 and Deepak now approaching his 50, 43 of 48. Ganesh on strike. Oh, that's a poor delivery. He's dealt with that with real severity, and that will be a boundary. Wow. Playing it towards the deep backward square leg. Pulling it nicely. So good with the pull shot. You need to analyze the way he's playing and keep the fielders accordingly, because they're not bowling to their fielding. That's the end of the 15th over. 116 without loss after 15 overs. The run rate right up there, 7.73 runs per over. It's going to be Hitesh who's coming to bowl his next over. He's bowled 1 over for 12 runs. Last 5 overs remaining. That's a good start by Hitesh. He's played it nicely, Deepak, but should just be a single. The fielder does really well. Ganesh on strike. That's a good shot. Will be a boundary again. He's so good with the shots on the onside, and especially behind the wicket. Absolutely brilliantly played. Another boundary. That area is a preferred one for Ganesh. Deep backward square leg. Has so much time when he pulls. That was a delivery that was almost a half tracker. Allowed him to not only make room for himself towards the offside by shuffling a couple of steps, but also good delivery. Comes down the track and he's gone. Deepak cannot reach his 50. Unfortunately, what a wonderful piece of bowling by Hitesh. He's got him stumped. Very good piece of bowling by the left arm spinner and the left arm pacer, and the keeper doing really well too. Deepak, who's played so well, comes down the track to hit the big one. Not thinking about his personal milestone, but doing it for the team. And 122 for 1 eventually, and Deepak plays a wonderful knock of 44 runs, 49 deliveries, and goes back to the pavilion. Hitesh takes the first wicket and gives the breakthrough in the 16th over. Would you believe it? What a partnership that was by the openers. We'll take a quick break and be back soon. Stay tuned. batsman. He's come back to the crease and he's off the mark right on the first delivery that he's faced. Ganesh on strike, 70 or 44. Hitesh has just taken his first wicket and given the breakthrough. A much needed one to the team. Good delivery again this time. Chance of a run out! Oh, and the throw could have been a better one. But Jain did really well to finish that single without any danger. And that's the end of the over. So 16 overs have been bowled. A very good over by Hitesh. Just 8 of that, considering it's over after 15 overs. It's a very good over and a very important wicket of Deepak. 124 for 1 after 16. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. It's going to be Ganesh to bowl his last over. This is the 17th of the innings and Ganesh's last over. Ganesh on strike, who's been really severe on Ganesh in his first spell. That's a good shot. Just a single. On strike is now Jain. That should be a wide. Is that a wide? Seems no. That was a good delivery. He's missed that. He's trying to cut that. That's a good piece of work there by the batsman. This should be his first boundary. What a shot that is. Caressed brilliantly. In the gap between the short third and the backward point. Wonderfully played. Towards the third man for a boundary. This is his first, and Jain is a very capable all-rounder. We know that. He's been one of the mainstay for this team for a long time. And he has taken it on himself to start making some quick runs. Ganesh has bowled a good over till now, but still 5 runs have been scored. So in the death overs, you do expect the boundaries to flow. Not much the bowler could do apart from bowling some good Yorkers. That's a good shot by Jain. This could be a couple of runs easily, and they're coming back for the second. Webber does really well. Will not be able to prevent with a couple. Such a wonderful shot by Jain, standing tall and hitting it towards wide of long on. And these guys would definitely be eyeing a score of 170, if not more. At least 170 they would be eyeing. Good shot again. Just look at that. He's playing it on the up so nicely. It's a treat to watch. These shots are indicators of a shot of a man in form. He's just hitting it with the flow on the up. The last delivery of Ganesh's spell. Oh, and this could be a big one. But Webber is underneath that. Oh, and it didn't even cross the pitch. So Oh, and he's missed that. Oh, and they've missed the run out chance as well. That's a big miss, and they've completed a second run. So luck favoring the batsman as well. That's a poor miss, to be honest. Sloppy bit of work there by the keeper. Should have been a wicket here. 17 overs have been bowled. 134 for 1. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned, viewers. Hitesh. Bowling his next over. That's a good start. Jayan miscuing it towards the onside for a single. Hitesh is bowling his third over, so he's got 2 left. Probably will be bowling the 18th, the 20th as well. This is the 18th that he's bowling right now. Ganesh 74 of 47 would be eyeing a century for sure, and for that he needs to score 26 more runs. And the kind of power hitting he's capable of, century definitely looks for the taking. That could be a big one. There's a fielder out there. Oh, he's gone! And we were talking about the century, but the next delivery, Hitesh gets him caught on the onside boundary. That's a very good innings, and Ganesh takes a very good catch as well in the deep. So Ganesh going back to the pavilion after such a wonderful knock. 74 contributed by the opener. It's 135 for 2. He's not happy with the shot probably, but look at the contribution that he's made. Absolutely amazing. And that's a second wicket to Hitesh, so he's been the pick of the bowlers. And we'll take a quick break. Be back soon. Stay tuned, viewers. It's 135 for 2 after 17.2 overs. What a performance by Ganesh. New batsman on strike is Aditya, left-handed batsman. Oh, and he's got him! The first delivery. Wow! This is a wonderful piece of bowling. Hitesh is on fire. This is his third wicket. He's cleaned him out. The very first delivery. Wow! And we'll take a quick break. 135 for 3. So he's on a hat-trick now, Hitesh. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hemant is a new batsman. Hitesh on a hat trick. Oh, and that's a very good delivery, but Hemant plays it nicely back to the bowler, denies him of the hat trick. Brilliant figures by Hitesh. 21 for 3. They've definitely pulled things back in the last 2 or 3 overs. What a shot that is by Hemant. Should be a boundary to open his account. They've got such a solid batting lineup. Everybody who comes to the crease is a stroke player. Phantoms are at 139 for 3, 13 deliveries still to go. They would be eyeing at least a score of 160. Jain is definitely capable of hitting some really big ones. He's already 9 of 6 deliveries. Hemant 4 of 2. So both the players are in really good nick at the moment. Appealing for an LBW, but the umpire says no, probably missing the off stump. That was the right call. According to me as well, that was not out. So, very good decision by the umpire. 139 for 3 after 18. That's the end of a very good over by Hitesh. 2 wickets he took in that over, just gave away 5 runs. 18 overs have been bowled, last 2 overs remaining. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Ankit coming to bowl the 19th over of the innings and his last of his spell. He starts off with a good delivery. Jain probably was expecting a wide, but that was a good delivery by Ankit. A wide Yorker, which was a dot eventually. That's a good shot, but straight to the fielder. Chance of a run out. He's missed that. That's a quick single that they've taken. On strike is now Hemant. Last 10 deliveries remaining. The score is 140 for 3. They've lost 2 wickets at the wrong time. Extremely wrong time, I would say. The way Deepak and Ganesh were playing, 180 was definitely on the cards. It's a great piece of bowling by Hitesh that has led to this comeback. Oh, and that's a good delivery by Ankit. He's just so good as a bowler, not at all easy to play. Another good delivery this time. That's another dot. He's bowled such a wonderful over till now. 4 deliveries and just 1 run he's given. 2 dots in a row for Hemant, who's trying to slash it towards the point. Missed that because of the pace in the delivery. So Ankit mixing it up really well. Oh, and look at the Yorker. Absolutely stunning bit of bowling. Such a thinking cricketer, this guy, Ankit. The kind of run up he has, you won't be able to fathom whether he's going to bowl a Yorker or a slower, or his bowls with almost the same run up and the speed with which he runs. Oh, and that's a good delivery to end the over. Just one of the 19th over. The score is 140 for 3. 5 dot deliveries in the over. 4 played by Hemant consecutively, and it's a brilliant piece of bowling, but should have looked for singles here. Hemant was trying to hit the big one. That was not the right approach. Just last over, remaining 6 deliveries to go, and 140 for 3 is the score. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. So as expected, it's Hitesh bowling the last over of his spell and the last over of the innings as well. Already 3 wickets have been taken by him. Definitely want to close in with Pfeiffer. And he's got the 4th one. Wow! Such a brilliant piece of bowling by Hitesh again. Probably he was listening to my commentary just before the ball. I was mentioning he would want to go for the Pfeiffer. Gets his 4th, and the 4th wicket down for the Phantoms as well. All 4 wickets taken by Hitesh. Would you believe it? He's been the nemesis for the team. 140 for 4, and it's Jain who's gone back to the pavilion. Jugal coming as the new batsman. Last 5 deliveries remaining. They've missed a trick or two definitely in the last couple of overs. 15 overs they were. 117 if I remember correctly. They have not been able to score even 30 runs post that. So Hitesh has 5 deliveries remaining in his spell and this innings, and if he takes 1 wicket out of those 5 on any of those deliveries, if he gets a wicket, he'll complete a 5 and such a well deserved performance. That would be by Hitesh. Joel plays it nicely. Oh, he's dropped it. Was so close to the fielder at square leg. That's a poor bit of work, to say the least. That should have been taken. He was on the move. Hitesh really unlucky on that occasion. Good delivery again. Jugal takes a single. That's a good shot. Should just be a single. The long off does well again. So just 4 of the over, 3 of the bat and 1 leg by, and last 2 deliveries remaining. So he's done a phenomenal job here, Hitesh. Jugal will have to make an impact here in the last 2 deliveries that he's left with. Oh, and he misses that. Not taking the single. So 1 delivery remaining. And last chance for Hitesh to get a 5 for Jugal. Can take his team to 150 if he hits a big one on the last delivery of this first innings. Hitesh has been absolutely brilliant. 28 for 4 his figures. And Jugal has hit that nicely. This could be a big one. Just a single. They're coming back for the second chance of a run out. Hitesh does really well. He doesn't get a 5-er, but he definitely gets the 5th wicket for the team through a run out. And that's the end of the 20 overs for the Phantoms. And they could have done slightly better in my opinion. 145 is the score that they could score eventually in the 20 overs. And the target that they've set for the CFA Flyers is 146. But at a point of time, 180 looked ominous. And that's a very good comeback by CFA Flyers bowlers. They've done extremely good job to hold the score back to 145, not even 150. So that's a definite psychological advantage when you go into bat and chase the score of 146. We'll see you in around 10 minutes from now for the second innings. Stay tuned, viewers. We are back live with the second innings in this wonderful match in the TSL, the Super League between the CFF Fireflies and the Phantoms, and this is the commentator Shalin Gupta once again welcoming all the viewers and spectators for this brilliant tournament and another match in this brilliant tournament. And CFF Fireflies, they've done so well to restrict the Phantoms to 145 in 20 overs. And you've got Vikram and Nitesh, the opening batsmen for the Phantoms, and the first delivery about to be bowled very soon. And at a point of time, a score of 170 plus, probably 180, looked a definite for the Phantoms, but brilliant bowling by Hitesh from CFF Fireflies and Ankit as well ensured the final score was below 150, and now they need 146 to win. They have the firepower in the batting to do that, but Phantoms is also a wonderful team. Let's see how this match goes. This is going to be a ripper of a match. Some delay in the start, probably because of some requirement which we are not aware of. Probably he's asking for a new bat. The batsman will take a quick break and be back soon. Stay tuned, viewers. We'll be right back. Back live, and Priyank coming into bowl his first over and the first over of this innings as well. On strike is Vikram. Here we go, the first delivery. The lefty starts nicely with a dot outside the leg stump, so we'll have to definitely improve on the line. That was a good delivery. Vikram is trying to play towards the onside, missed that. Coming to the bowl his next delivery. Oh, that should be a wide. So first runs on the board. Courtesy an extra. Good delivery by Priyank. Good comeback by the bowler. Just a dot on that occasion. Oh, and he's played that nicely, but straight to the fielder at point. The backward point does really well. That was a good shot by Vikram. That's a wonderful shot. That's just a single. Sweeper does well. So he's off the mark. Vikram with that single. Played nicely towards the sweeper cover. On strike for the first time now is Nitesh. He's just taking his guard and Priyank has started off well after that wide. He's come back nicely. Oh, and he's missed that. Almost a full toss there, which he misses. Good delivery, just a dot again. That's a very good start by Priyank. That's the end of the first over, just two of that. We'll take a quick break, stay tuned. Afaq coming to bowl his first over. That's a good delivery to start. He's trying to cut that but missed it completely. Just a dot. Strike is Vikram. Oh, and that's a wonderful cut shot. There's a fielder out there. He does well, juggle. Wonderful throw as well. He's got a strong arm. Just a single. Nitesh back on strike. Afaq has started nicely in his spell. Oh, and what a delivery, and the keeper has missed that. Is that a boundary or is that a bye? That's a boundary for sure. That was bat. Oh ho. That was a missed chance. That could have been the first wicket. Nitesh gets his first boundary. Coming to bowl his next delivery. Oh, in the air. Very close to the fielder, but just a single. Not at all. The way he wanted to hit that was the connection on that occasion. Just a single, and Afaq has been slightly unlucky, I would say. That's a good delivery. He's played it nicely. This should be a single. Well played by Vikram on that occasion. Nitesh back on strike. That's a good shot towards the mid-on. No run taken. That's the end of Afaq's first over. That was a good over. Could have got a wicket, but 7 of that. 9 for no loss after 2. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. What a shot to start the second over. Wow. That's a beauty. Absolutely brilliant batting. Priyank bowling a full delivery and it was smashed by Vikram towards the extra cover for a boundary. Coming to bowlers next. Should be a wide over the umpire. It gives it a legitimate delivery, so a wonderful piece of bowling by Priyank. Oh, he's picked that brilliantly. This could be a boundary. Great batting. This is by Vikram, who's just cut loose in this over. 2 boundaries in the first 3 deliveries. Good delivery, and they don't take the single. That was the right call. Played it nicely towards the point. And this was a slower delivery. Oh, and he's dropped it. That could have been the first wicket for Priyank, but it seems it's Ganesh who's dropped it at point. Driven hard by Vikram on the up. That was a drop catch. Priyank denied of a wicket, unfortunately. Oh, and that's a good piece of bowling to end the over. 3 overs have been bowled, 17 without loss. That's a good start by the CFF Flyers. Afaq starting his second over and and that's a misfield. That leads to a single. A freebie given here. Is that going to be a wide? It seems yes. So it's way outside the line of off stump and the umpire This time stretching his arms. Coming to bowl his next delivery of arc. That's a good one. Putting it in the right channel, very close to the edge. This time. That's a wonderful piece of batting. This should be at least a couple of runs, if not a boundary, and eventually it goes into the fence. So Vikram dealing in boundaries regularly now. That's a good delivery. Again, he was trying to cut it, but missed. Just a dot on that occasion. That's a peach of a delivery. He's missed that completely. Fark bowling some really good deliveries in this over. And this time he was so close to the edge of the batsman. Last ball of this over. Oh, and this time there was the inside edge, it seems. Was it a drop catch again? No, that was by, so relief for the keeper. 24 without loss after 4 overs. What a wonderful piece of bowling by Afaq again. He finishes his second. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. Priyank bowling his third, starts off nicely with a dot. Vikram trying to come down the track to hit the big one, misses that completely. Slight change in pace as well at the last moment by Priyank. Coming into bowlers next. It's a good shot. Oh, and what a brilliant attempt that was. Absolutely brilliant. Could have been the catch of the tournament. He created a chance out of nothing, this guy, Giant. And Vikram flirting with danger again. Hitting it in the air. But that's how he plays. Doesn't fear. Even if the fielders are standing ahead. That's a good shot. Priyank bowling some really good slower deliveries. That was a slower one. Seems to be a brilliant exponent of the variations. Priyank, the left arm pacer from the team Phantoms. Oh, another good delivery. Trying to just hit it through the covers, missing that again, getting the inside edge and no run. So another dot. Oh, and this time he's played a wonderful shot towards wide of long off for a boundary, and he was looking to play that throughout the over. Eventually gets successful on that occasion. What a shot that was by Vikram. Couple of bounces and into the fence she goes. That's edged and should be a single. There's a third man, really fine. And that's the end of the over. 29 without loss after 5. We'll take a Afaq coming to bowl his third. This should be a wide for sure. Good delivery again. He's missed that. Vikram. Not the first time you're seeing this. Vikram missing an Afaq delivery. Afaq has been bowling right in the channel there throughout the spell. Unfortunate that he could not get a wicket. That's such a wonderful delivery. He's missed that again. Very close to the off stump. Slightly slower through the air. Oh, appealing for an LBW, but probably going down leg as per the umpire. That's a good delivery. When the keeper has missed that, it's a sloppy bit of work, and that's a wide signal by the umpire as well. So 2 runs added to the tally. Afaq looks unhappy with the decision. The keeper needs to be slightly vigilant here. That was a single that was definitely not there, but sloppy keeping led to that. This is a 6th over in the innings, and Afaq's third. It's a good shot, straight to the fielder. They've not taken the single. Good piece of work by the fielder at mid wicket. Comes down the track in the air. There's nobody to catch that. This should be a couple of runs, but they go only for the single. That was a good piece of work by Jugal in the deep. Allows only to take the single. That's the last delivery coming up for a Fak. This is his third over on the trot. Far to Vikram, who's raised to 27, but he's taken few deliveries. That's a good shot. This should be a boundary. Wow. Immediately bettering his strike rate with that boundary, and that's the end of the 6th over. 37 without loss, and we'll take a quick break. Vikram has raised to 24 of just 28. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. that's a 50 up in the 7th over. At the end of 7 overs, the score is 50 without loss. That's a wonderful start by Nitesh and Vikram. Almost a similar start that Ganesh and Deepak gave to the Phantoms. And now Abhishek Singh coming into bowl his first over. Oh, and that's such a wonderful shot by Nitesh. This will be a boundary. And he waited for that. That was outside the off stump. And that was a flattish delivery, quicker through the air. And he's just helped it towards the third man region, playing it nicely in the gap. Welcomes Abhishek with the boundary. Not a good start by the bowler. Coming to bowl the second delivery, and that's a good one on the leg side, but a single taken on the leg byes. That's a good shot. Just be a dot. Good comeback by Abhishek after the boundary was scored on the first delivery. Oh, and that's a short arm jab. This should be a boundary. What a shot that is by Vikram, who's been in scintillating form right from the word go. Short delivery by Abhishek, punished again. Needs to be careful with the length and the line both. This T20 cricket has reduced the margin of error to almost nothing for the bowlers. Vikram has raised to 39 of 34. Would you believe it? He was 24 of 28 deliveries. In the last 7 deliveries, he scored 15 runs, including 3 boundaries. It's the kind of batting he's doing. 8th over 59 without loss. Just have a look at the run rate, 7.53 in the required run rate. RRR is less than 7.5 now. So, oh, and what a delivery! Wow, some good piece of bowling to end the over. 8 of that over by Abhishek. 59 without loss after 8. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned, viewers. Jayan bowling his second over. The first one he bowled was quite expensive, 13 of that, but he starts off nicely with a dot delivery. Oh, and that's a good shot by Nitesh. He's picked that up nicely. Oh, and that's a poor bit of judgment there. He slipped, and we hope that he's not hurt, but that was slightly sloppy in terms of judging that, and probably the dew on the ground making it really slippery for the fielders. Jugal on that occasion was trying to stop that, but he misjudged it and went to the boundary in the cow corner region. Just a single this time, playing it nicely towards long on. in the air. This could be a big one. Oh, he's dropped it. That's Harshal. Is that a boundary? It's a boundary. That should have been Jayan's first wicket and the breakthrough for the team. That was a really soft effort at the long off boundary. Should have been taken. Jayan not happy at all. Understandably. Probably the fielders returning the favour that were given to the batsmen when the Phantoms were batting. So it's becoming even Stevens slowly and slowly. But that should have been taken. 68 without loss. That's a dot delivery. Good comeback by Jayan after that boundary. Coming to bowlers next. The last delivery of his second over. 9 of the over. Even when he's bowled a good over. Oh, and that's a good shot. This could be a single. And the long on does well. That's the end of the 9th over. 69 without loss. That's a wonderful piece of batting by both these players. And they need only 77 now from 11 overs. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. It's Abhishek coming to bowl his second. He started off nicely with a good over, which he gave away 8 runs, but he'll try and take a wicket in this over for sure. That's the need of the hour. Oh, and what a cut shot! What a shot that is! Probably the shot of the evening. And that went like a trace of bullet to the boundary. He's on 48 or 40 deliveries, Vikram. The best part about his innings has been the intent with which he has been hitting shots. He was dropped as well, but that was a difficult catch, but his intent has never been to not play a shot. And that's a good shot again this time, playing straight down the ground for a single. Long on does well. For any batsman, intent is really important. So Vikram on 49 now, never shy of expressing himself when he's at the crease. What a shot that was on the first delivery of this over. Brilliant boundary. No chance for even the sweeper cover fielder who was specifically placed there for that shot. And it's Nitesh back on strike, and he's done well as well. 18 of 15 deliveries. You can't call it a second fiddle role. His strike rate is more than 100. So he's been really good as well. 74 without loss. Good delivery, and he's played it nicely back to the bowler. Short delivery, he's played it nicely, but straight to the fielder at covers. With Jayan stops it. No run given. Full toss, and he's played it nicely. This should be a boundary. There's nobody who will be able to stop that. What a shot that is. Poor delivery. Given the treatment, bowling a full toss on the pads is just not acceptable. So Abhishek, who's a thinking cricketer this time, errs by bowling a wrong delivery. And Nitesh has done really well to bounce on that. Get a boundary for himself and the team. 9 already of the over. So this is the last delivery before the drinks break. The 10th over being bowled by Abhishek. That's a good shot. Taken a quick single. That's the end of the 10th over. The score is 79 without loss. What a start by the CFF Flyers. Chasing 146 to win this match. They need only 67 to win in the last 10 overs. Absolutely brilliant stuff by Vikram and Nitesh. Vikram unbeaten on 49 or 41. We'll take a quick drinks break and we'll be back around 2 minutes from now. Stay tuned, viewers. We'll be right back. We're back after the drinks break. Harshal coming into bowl his first over, being introduced into the attack. On strike is Nitesh, who's playing wonderful innings. He's not around 23. And they need just 67. CFA Firefly, they've started well. Oh, and that's a wide delivery for sure, and way outside that wide mark. He's got a quick arm action. Starts off with a wide, probably the dew on the ball. Not helping the bowler. Slipped out of his hand. 80 for no loss now after 10 overs. Exactly 8 runs per over. Oh, and that's a wonderful shot by Nitesh. This could be a boundary. It is a boundary. What a shot that is. He's just picked it up brilliantly. And look at his reach. The range of the shots that these players are hitting, both of them, is absolutely amazing. 84 without loss. Just 62 to win now. Harshal will have to improve his length. The first delivery he bowled was a full delivery. Allowed the batsman to just play it wide off long on. Get a boundary for himself. Nitesh doing really well. 27 of 20 now. With every over he's increasing his strike rate. Oh, and he's cleaned him up. Wow. What a comeback. He just got a wicket here. Nitesh trying to hit the big one again, but missed the length completely, and that was probably in the block hole. And Harshal gives the breakthrough at the right time. 84 for 1 now. This was just his second legitimate delivery and he takes a wicket and sends Nitesh back into the pavilion. It's a good piece of bowling by Harshal. What a start. He's given the breakthrough to his team. A much needed one. 84 for 1. We'll take a quick break. Be back soon. Stay tuned. So Nikhil is the new batsman. He'll take strike and Harshal bowling his third delivery of his first over. He's just taken a wicket off Nitesh, who's playing so well. Oh, and that's a wide down the leg side. That's a poor delivery. And probably he'll get 4 wides as well. So 5 runs added to the tally. Extremely poor bowling this is. He's just got a wicket and look at the way he's bowling to the new batsman. You need to be having the control. 5 runs gifted after a wicket, so not at all good piece of bowling. Already 10 of the over, 99 for 1. Another one on the pads. He's played it nicely towards the square leg for a single. That's a good shot in the air. And he'll come back for the second as well. So that's a 50 for Vikram. And that's a 100 for the team as well. What a wonderful piece of batting this has been by Vikram. Raises his bat and acknowledges the applause of his teammates. That was a good shot towards wide of long off for a couple. It's a good delivery and he's appealing for an LBW, but definitely not the right appeal. So good comeback by Harshal. Just a dot. A full toss, he's hit it nicely towards the square leg. Oh, straight to the fielder, no run. That's the end of Harshal's first over. Expensive one, 13 for 1. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. It's 92 for 1 after 11, so still not reached the 100 mark. That's a good shot by Nikhil. He'll take a single on the first delivery of Aditya, first over, who's being introduced into the attack, the off spinner. Oh, what a shot that is. This could be another boundary. But Jugal does really well. Just a single because of some really brilliant fielding by Jugal at sweeper cover. That's a wide given by the umpire. Oh, and what was that? That's a boundary. And he literally jumped on a light moment in this match. That will be a no ball and a free hit. But what was that by Aditya? Probably it slipped out of his hand. He did the right thing, Nikhil. Just jumped and hit it towards the fine leg for a boundary. But that's the 100 up now. Courtesy some poor bowling. 5 runs given as extras again. This is not the first time it is happening in this inning. So a free hit coming now. Oh, what a shot that is. Brilliantly played straight down the ground. That's a boundary. Absolutely brilliant stuff. That was pitched up. It was a free hit and it gave the license to the batsman. That was such a wonderful hit. One bounce into the fence. That's absolutely brilliantly played by the batsman. That was hit with immense power. Another boundary added to the tally. 104 for 1. Oh, and this time he's gone. What a comeback. And Nikhil trapped in front. Aditya gets his first wicket after giving away 12 runs on the first 3 deliveries. But eventually gets the breakthrough. That's the end of his innings. A good one, a short one, but a good one. 104 for 2 after 11.4. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. They need just 42 to win now in 8.2 overs. The CFA Fireflies. So Vijay is a new batsman. Oh, and that's a good delivery by Aditya again. He's just flighting the ball nicely and trying to trap the batsman in that flight. It's a good strategy, considering they don't need many runs. That's the only way to come back into this match and get some wickets for the team. That's the end of the 12th over, 104 for 2. And we'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. Harshal coming to bowl is next. That's a wonderful shot. Will he come back for the second? No, just a single. That's a good delivery by Harshal. Bowling a good spell here. This is the second over. Oh, and he's played that nicely. That was a good delivery, but he plays it well towards the sweeper for a single. Harshal is the next delivery. That's a good piece of batting by Vijay. Plays him nicely towards the short cover. Doesn't take any singles. So still he's not off the mark. He's played 4 deliveries. He'll have to wait for his turn here. The right delivery to probably let him open his account. And this is the one. Oh, and this time again, just a dot. He plays it straight to the fielder at backward point. That's the end of Harshal's second over. 107 for 2. Just 3 of that. What a good over there. After 13 overs, CFF Fireflies 107 for 2. They need 39 in 7 overs now. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Ganesh being introduced into the attack, starts off nicely with a good delivery. Vikram misses that. That's a good delivery again. He's missed that twice in a row. Oh, and that's a good shot. This could be a boundary. There's a fielder out there. Just a single. Does well. Harshal doing well at deep mid wicket. It was a good shot in the air. Deliberate aerial shot. Probably trying to get the big one. Oh, that's a good delivery, and he's done well to take that single. Vijay off the mark on his 6th delivery. He was definitely under slight bit of pressure, not being able to score the first run for himself. Coming to bowl his next delivery. That's a good shot. Is that going to be a boundary? There's a fielder out there, does well, just a single. Oh, that's edged and should be a couple of runs. Could go to the boundary as well. And this will be a boundary. Unfortunate, but lucky for the batsman here. Ganesh bowling a good first over, but the boundary spoiling the figures. 7 of that. Score is 114 for 2. They need only 32 to win of 6 overs. This match going only one way at the moment. And that is the Fireflies' way. And we'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. Priyank coming towards his last over. What a shot by Vikram that is. And he's gone! Straight into the hands of the fielder. And that's a big wicket by Priyank. For a moment we thought this would clear the boundary, but that's a wicket, and the third wicket down. Vikram going back to the pavilion after playing such a wonderful knock of 56 runs. It's a big wicket in the context of the game as well. This could trigger a comeback for the bowling team. Phantoms. Holding on to the catches now, so that's a good piece of work. That's a wonderful innings coming to an end by Vikram. It's Nishant who's coming to the crease. The perfect setup for him. The kind of player he is. This match could get over very quickly if he starts hitting a couple of big ones. He has that knack of hitting really big ones, especially when his team requires the same, when the chips are down. Probably one of the best temperaments that we've seen in a player in any of the teams. Nishant is right up there. Kind of batting he does under pressure. He's so cool and doesn't modify his game according to any situation. He's a genuine stroke player, aggressive batsman, and that's what he always maintains. Now he'll have to face Priyank, who's been bowling such a wonderful spell. This is his fourth over, the last of his spell. 15 for 1 his figures, and he's bowled just one delivery of his last over. Nishant facing Priyank as his first delivery. That's a good delivery by Priyank. He was slightly late on that. That's a wide down the leg side. So another run added to the tally, an extra given by Priyank. Needs to control these extras. Good delivery, Nishant playing it nicely, and will take the single to open his account. Should have been stopped, and Priyank has been sloppy on that occasion. So Nishant off the mark. Oh, and this time he's edged and he's gone. Priyank gets a second in this over. Brilliant stuff by left arm pacer. That's a good catch by the keeper as well. So Priyank bowling some outstanding deliveries here. Vijay is a casualty on that occasion. Goes back to the pavilion, and 116 for the loss of 4 wickets now. Is this match turning slightly on its head? We'll have a look at that in the coming deliveries. Let's take a quick break, be back soon. Stay tuned, viewers. Wonderful piece of bowling by Priyank. Brilliant spell by the left arm pacer. It's Randhir, the new batsman, facing Priyank, who still has 2 deliveries left. Oh, and that's edged. And that will be a boundary. What a start by Randhir. He's trying to drive it, gets the thick outside edge, and it flows through the point region for a boundary. Good delivery. He's played it nicely to end the over. So that's the end of a good spell by Priyank. 4 overs, 21 for 2 his figures. Just 26 required to win, 120 for 4 after 15 overs. We take a quick break, stay tuned. 5 overs remaining. Ganesh bowling his second, he started off nicely. In the air, this could be a catch. Oh, and it falls in between the 2 fielders and a single given. Slightly unlucky. Strike is now Nishant. Just 24 to win in 26 deliveries. Oh, and he's trying to hit the big one, missed that. Just a dot on that occasion. Oh, and that's a very big one, and that's what he's capable of. That's a huge 6, wow. In the slot, and out of the park she goes. Nishant can do it. Just a snap of a couple of shots and a blink of the eye. All of a sudden, just 18 required to win in 4 overs. Nishant hits his first 6. 128 for 4 after 16. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. Harshal coming into bowl his third over, just 18 required to win in 4 overs, 128 for 4. Nishant has hit the previous one. Oh, he's bowled a good delivery and appealing for an LBW. Probably that was bad. That's a wonderful shot. This could be a couple of runs. Misfield. He's coming back for the second, but Nishant says no. There's a definite 2 there. Probably Nishant wants to hit a couple of big ones. That's the reason why he did not go for the second one. 17 required to win. He's such a wonderful player. That was the reason why he was not taking the second run. That's a big 6. Wow, what a shot by Nishant. This guy is unstoppable once he starts hitting those 6s. Just 11 to win now. That was such a big hit. Pick that up so nicely. That was in the slot, and poor delivery, I would say. Comes to bowling to Nishant. He should have been much more careful. Oh, and that's a wonderful one again. This could be. Oh, and that's a boundary. Jugal has missed that at sweeper cover. That's a poor miss, to be honest. Just 7 required to win now. So Nishant in a short span has reached 18 of just 7 deliveries. That's a good one. Just a single. Oh, he played it nicely, Randhir. Very risky on that occasion. Definitely will get a couple. Come back for the second on the last delivery of the 17th over. It's 142 for 4. Just 4 required to win, and Nishant will take strike. 3 overs still remaining. And we'll take a quick break again. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Abhishek bowling his third over, slapped towards the sweeper, just a single. 3 required to win now. Just 3 required to win. That's a good shot. And that will be it. Such a wonderful piece of batting to end the innings and winning it in style for his team. Randir not out, 12 of 9, and Nishant 20 of 9. They won this match comfortably in just 17.2 overs. The CFF Flyers winning it by 6 wickets against the Phantoms, and another match in the TSL gets concluded. We thank all the viewers and spectators once again for their support in this match and this tournament, and we'll be back with another match in the Super League very soon. Till then, take care of yourselves. Goodbye and good night.
Ow.